I'm snacking on Honey Nut Cheerios. Oh, my cell phone is not charged. I have to put it in the charger. So this is where I am now. I lost Kako. The west side is stunned. Like, Ima and Yugamu are stunned. I cannot make defenses on them anyway unless I move somebody. Well, speaking of defenses, better use Shoma to bring everyone to me.
Maybe this will do something. I'll try not to run away. Oh, sorry.
I can move Shoma out of the way. Let's see. They're too far.
Let me handle it.
Can I move? I want to put him here.
Let him loose.
Rev it up!
Okay. So...
Time for battle. Take this! I'm ready to go. I'll use this.
let's see.
Now then, to business. Chop you to pieces. I'm fully prepared.
Oh, like this is perfect. Oh, before I do that...
I'm ready to go. Allow me to use this. Understood. I'll use this. I'm fully prepared. I'll kill them all at once! These are almost my turn.
Yeah, I need to bring back my defenses here. Okay, so these, everybody is done here.
Let's go. Take this!
Ready when you are. They're gonna hear this engine roar! Felt that one, didn't you?
She's gonna move. Yikes.
Lift yourself wide open! Got him leg locked! Here goes!
That was too close for comfort. I'm through with you!
So I remember what I wanted to do now.
Serves you right.
This one I might need to use
I can't
the.
wait. Experiment time. I'm good to go. I'll just put the... I'm not finished yet. I'm not going down alone. An excellent display. Ready when you are. I've got this. Gotta push it. I'll try not to drag you.
Can't believe I don't have counter on this one.
Much. I'm ready as I'll ever be. Maybe this will do something. I'll try not to run away. Oh, sorry.
It's my turn! Tag me in! Bring it on! I got you, hun! Tag me in! Bring it on! Here's what you all came to see! This defies logic. I cannot be defeated. A being as great as I can never be defeated.
14. So
Good to go.
my turn. Here we go.
19 and 3.
One last strike.
There you go.
Monstrous!
I'll be right back.
I'm not getting full points because I was reckless, but yeah, that was a tough fight.
You vile, wicked invader scum!
I have one question for you before you die. Where's that timeline traveling contraption you were talking about?
Since she decided not to talk, we went ahead and dealt the finishing blow. With that, the fight was over. It was finally over. Boo! Zero day left until day 100. Before I even realized it, it was a new day. The last day was finally here. Oh no, I overslept. I missed the escape pod. I'm gonna die. The fact that I was still able to stand surprised me because every cell in my body was screaming for rest. I stood still and raised my head. The dazzling sun began to rise, and the damn sky signaled the final day. Day 100. There was a school, battered but safe thanks to our efforts. A different ending than the previous 100 days. Some who didn't make it previously survived this time. On the other hand,
There were others who died this time, though they had survived previously.
but time went on and it was now day 100. We made it to the final day. Final day 100. Da da da. It's finally over. Nozomi. This doesn't feel real that we've won. Won and survived. But I can't feel happy because some of my friends died. Oh. My fight is over or my fight isn't over yet. Basically, yeah, what we're gonna say. Let's go with it's over. And the other one is the decision when we're gonna decide to use the time traveling machine. Right. Our fight is over. And there's no need to fight anymore because we've won. My entire body seems to relax at that realization. As if all the accumulated tension was melting away at once. It was at that moment that the announcement played.
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 400 seconds. Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately.
There it is. The signal that it's really finally over. Takumi, everyone's already heading for the escape pod. Shall we go too? We, huh? Yes. This is how it should be. It's the whole reason I came back from the future. I have no more regrets. Yeah, let's join the others. Nozomi and I climbed aboard the escape pods along with everyone else. We had been fighting non-stop, battling for our lives every single waking moment. And we survived it all. That was all that mattered. It was all over. All the fighting was over. Alright, so that's one ending. I guess if I choose the other one, it's gonna make another ending. So I'm gonna change my title already. Oh, wrong. Ending number 13, Serial Battles route. The war is over. That's the name of the route? Serial Battles? Well, we've been fighting non-stop. Like, it deserved that name. Like, the war is over. The war isn't over, I guess. My last physical save was day 53. No, it's not over. There are still people I didn't manage to save. Darumi, Kyoshika, and Kurara. They're not here with us. And him, that boy who couldn't join the team because of me. And that's why I'm going to redo it. Redo? That means you attempt to go back in time again? But how? Veshnes says there was a contraption that allows you to travel between timelines. There's no definite proof of this, but if it's real, I might be able to go back in time. Did you ask her for its location? Yeah, so that I could use it to go back and redo things. Doesn't that mean you'll have to fight for another 100 days? Redo all those defensive battles again? I mean, I would want to save all those who died too, if I could. I wish I could have talked more with the boy with the undying flames too. But that also means you'll have to keep fighting. That's surely going to take a toll on your mental strength. What if you have to face even fiercer battles next time? So much that you end up... losing. I can't bear the thought of not being able to be there for you while you're suffering. Thank you. I appreciate your concern, but my mind is set. I'm doing this. I came back to retrieve what was lost. If something else got lost in the event, then it's only right that I go get it back too. And I have the power to make that possible. That's why I have to redo this again. Takumi. I'm going to redo this so that no one gets left behind. And this time, I'll make sure to let him know how he's always been a friend. Okay. Ending number 14, Serial Battles route. One more time. One more time, but the man of the meal, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, my mic. Okay. So I guess that's the end of that specific route. So is there another route I haven't done yet in this? Oh. What's this one? Who are you going to save? Oh, this is the path that we're gonna save Kurara instead of Gaku. Okay. Should I do it? Oh, why not? What's this? All right, let's use. Let's save. Let's save Kurara.
Attention!
Oh, I'm really
All
doing the
troops
fight from the
stand
start.
ready.
Okay. Skip the battle, go straight to the story decision. Yes.
Keep it up, troops! Never back down! Destroy those evil invaders!
Oh, wait! New enemies coming in 12 o'clock! According to these readings, they're strong. This must be the commander.
Adamaku.
Oh, for the love of murder. Something tells me this one's not gonna go down easy.
He's a real nuisance zooming around like that. We better figure out a way to stop him.
Takumi, you know how to deal with this one, right?
Yeah. Kurara's traps and defensive devices were effective on him.
Then it's time for my grand appearance. I suppose I'll deal with it for you. I won't allow anyone to stand so arrogantly before me. You are in the presence of an old Suzuki. Get on your knees and show some respect.
Heck yeah, we won!
So this is where Veshnes absorb Adamaku and decide to make a move to capture both Gaku and Kurara at the same time.
She's pretty confident. She thinks she can just kill us whenever she...
What was that? Just...
Gaku! Kurara!
Help! Please help me!
No! I don't want to die! I don't want to become a mummy!
Let's do this!
Tag me in! Ready whenever. All right, let's get started. Right here. Time to move. How's this? How unsatisfying. Time for battle. Out of my way. Broken so soon. Time to move. Take this. How unsatisfying. All right, let's get started. My turn. Show me your insides.
Now Gaku's being caught by Veshnes. Ouch. So yeah, she just rammed her arm through Gaku's body and she absorbs the Emo Anima from within. And once it's a mummy, she tosses it aside and then she smirks.
Just one, then? At least I managed to buy myself some time. Still, that must be some incredible power. To inflict such a grave wound on someone as great as I. I won't let my guard down. Slowly but surely, I will gain power. And you're the slop that will serve that purpose. I'm going to eat and eat until I've had my fill. And when I have that power for myself, I'll become God.
Veshnes gave her monologue as we were struck by complete despair. Then she limped away along with the massive invaders. Some of us were overcome with rage and tried to follow her. Some of us desperately tried to stop them. Some of us had tears rolling down our faces as they ran over to Gaku's body. And all I could do was stand there, rooted to the spot, dumbfounded. Not too long after that, we made a grave for Gaku in the corner of the schoolyard. This was the third one. We've lost yet another friend. My decision killed Gaku. came back here from the future and yet 3 people still died. Why was this happening? Friends of mine would have never died otherwise were now gone because I decided to come back. Maybe I was never supposed to redo things. Because of my decision, Gakko, Kyoshika and Darumi are dead. All because of me. And so, with the sacrifice of yet another life, our 33rd day at last Defense Academy came to an end. Day 34.
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to get ready for your 34th. Prepare to be ready to give your life.
I couldn't sleep at all. Not that I expected to. Whenever I closed my eyes, I saw Gaku's last moment in my head. So I just kept them open. I had no will to get out of bed, but I can't just lie here. I wonder how everyone else is holding up. I need to get to the cafeteria. I dragged myself out of bed and trudged gloomingly down the halls. When I got to the cafeteria, things were way more lively than I ever imagined. Fucking pussy invader! If you wanna fight, come get some! I'm invincible! I'll ball drive every single last one of them into the mat! Kako, your dear brother will protect you no matter what! What are you saying? I'm the one who's going to protect you, Ima! Everyone was abnormally worked up and shouting over each other. Oh yes, this is the time when Siri gave some of his juice. Sorry, I got a text. What's going on here? So we know you're late. Latecomers have to jug. Drink this energy drink. Drink it. For the second, there is something weird in it, but it won't cause any harm, so don't fret. Oh, for the record. Don't fret. What's in it?
Hey.
Just something to perk you up. I can't tell you any more than that. You know, when things get rough, it all turns up to the bottle too. It's nothing to be ashamed of. I need to get you all in fighting condition again, even if it has to be by force. But still. I'll power up all our weapons! I'll make us all stronger than ever! You guys all too caught up in convention. Who decided we have to be limited with having 2 eyes, 2 arms, or even 2 legs? Don't you have any respect for the human soul? I won't allow it! I won't! Oh. What a horrible racket. So I have the feeling that not everybody got the drink. Like, I think Shoma maybe had half a sip, but Hiruko didn't have any. Still, this might be better than just being depressed. Hiruko, Nozomi, you're both your usual selves. You're not having any. No, I'm a little too scared to try it. I had some, but it doesn't seem to work on me. Booze, energy drinks, all of that other stuff. It never has any effect. Other stuff? Yeah, she did our drugs. She did the drugs. She drank the drunk blood.
Huh?
Hey, I don't see Eva or Nigo. Do you know where they are? They're in maintenance. I asked Nigo to check Eva out since she was acting strangely yesterday. The sanctity of human life! Anyway, have some, Subido. Forget all your woes so we can have a better tomorrow.
Oh.
There's no need to worry about Veshdes. With her recuperating from her wounds, I suspect she won't be attacking again for a while. There's no handy-dandy tech like the Revive-O-Matic on their side after all. Come on, have a drink and put it all behind you. Anguish and sadness will only further hinder you.
He's right, Takumi. At times like these, you have to drink, yet like your life depends on it.
And yeah, she had a hard drink, and now she's laughing very hard with a very broad smile.
But why am I the only one still alive?
Kurata.
I should have been the one who died.
No, don't say that. That's not true at all. Yes, it's actually a small mercy that Monoko was the one we lost.
Small mercy?
Oh.
I mean, think about it. It was between him or you, oh Suzuki. You're the stronger fighter, so we're much better off having you around.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Hey.
Not to mention how your death would have affected the others.
Aha.
Is there anyone here who consider Monoko their best friend? Yo, that's mean. Like, you have an important role. You protect the base. You can heal the base. You're the only one who can do that. Marco? He sucks. What's that supposed to mean? Exactly what I said. When a beloved character dies, that has a negative effect on everyone around them. So it's a small mercy that it was an unpopular loner like Monoko who died instead.
How dare!
How freaking dare you! I've had enough of your screwed up logic.
Takimaru.
There's not a single one of us who's not important. Every single one of these guys is my best friend.
Hey!
You ever try wrecking them again, I'll beat the crap out of you! Well, aren't you cool? The dramatic speech sounded pretty tough. But is that really how you should be speaking to your commanding officer? Are you threatening me? Come on, cut it out, you two. No, keep going! Punch him in the face! Siri, punch him in the dick! I want you both to win and both to lose. Don't encourage them. I've been thinking for a while now that your attitude needed addressing, Yakushiji. You need to remember your place here. What, you gonna set up my bomb? Go ahead, do it! I freaking dare you! What a horrible racket. I'm back, everyone. Eva should be ready to go by tomorrow.
You dare me? Because even if I blow you up, I'll just revive you anyway. Your bravado rings hollow if you presume that someone's going to be wiping your butt like a baby in the end.
Who you calling a baby? I know you can change the settings on that machine so I don't get revived. So yeah, I know I might actually die. And I don't care. If you keep trashing my bro Gaku, then you better go ahead and kill me.
What is going on here? Please stop fighting. It's bad and unproductive.
Having just entered the cafeteria, Nigo leapt between Sire and Takemaru to try to break them up. No more fighting! Shut up! Takemaru slapped Nigo away, never taking his eyes off Sire. Go!
Uh-oh.
That sounded pretty bad.
Now you've done it.
Are you alright? Get error 404. Ah. Oh no, he turned into a fax machine! He's not going to explode, is he? okay, Nigo? Why is everybody so panicked? Are you okay? What do you mean? Oh, are you referring to how the universe was started by a single strand of string?
Yeah.
Ah, he seems fine. Does he? I'm sorry, Nigo. Takimaru bowed his head low in apology. I can't believe I broke my code ever eating women or children. Oh, but I'm not a woman or a child. What, really? I just assumed you were one or the other on the inside. And Siri. My bad, I got a little too worked up. I'm gonna turn in and cool off. I guess I went a little too far as well. Following their lead, the rest of the group regained their composure too. We decided to call it a day there. Alone in my room, I found myself once more haunted by Gaku's last moment. Hey. I'm sorry. The same thought kept swirling inside my mind, even though there was no point to it. It was like I was punishing myself, asking for forgiveness all at once. Before I knew it, it was dark outside. Despite not eating anything since morning, I didn't feel hungry at all. Still, having to staying here in my room and wallowing in guilt won't do me any good. Guess I'll go get some fresh air. I leaned against the roof rail and took in the cool breeze. I felt my weary heart become a little lighter. Takumi Sumino, leader of the Special Defense Unit. I can't be wallowing in the past. Oh, Takumi! Nigo! What brings you here? Just wanted to get some fresh air. How about you? Why, I came to see you. I wanted to talk to you about something. About what? Well... Nigo looked around as if he was making sure the coast was clear before continuing. First of all, I'm not Nigo. I'm a completely different AI, just borrowing Nigo's body. What? Are you okay? The blow to the head earlier might have been worse than I thought. Please, I'm being serious! Okay, I'm listening. Whether he sound of mine or not, I should at least hear him out. You said you're not Nigo, you're some different AI? Please explain it to me in a way that I can understand. Thank you, I'll do my best. To put it plainly, I represent the anti-Exodus faction. There you go. So, those have been mentioned during another playthrough. During the second run. Like, there were some people who agreed to send them clones that were made of... So this is basically spoilers. Like, if you're bumping into this route without knowing what's going on from the other route, this is spoilers. So, I skipped 1 minute, basically. So, yeah, basically, the whole group are clones of the Flaming Boy, who's happened to be a Futuran, and that's the only reason why they can wield Emo Anima in the first place. And some people were against the project. Some people were like, didn't want to invade Futurum for the sake of mankind. And apparently, this AI has been living inside Nigo the whole time. So you and your friends don't need to fight anymore. Our objective is to send you all to the artificial satellite as soon as possible. I don't want anyone overhearing this. We should go somewhere more private. I managed to convince the pseudo-Nigo to continue our conversation back in my room. First of all, you may call me Goto. It'll get confusing if you keep calling me Nigo. Goto? It's an acronym for the Foundation Principles program into my AI that I've long since forgotten. God of something, I think. Yeah, basically Goto is from waiting for Godot. And so it means God of, basically. They're waiting for God and God never came. We can skip that part. The important thing is that I'm an AI created by the Anti-Exodus faction. And can I assume that the Anti-Exodus faction is what the name implies? Oh yes, you can. The Anti-Exodus faction stands against the Exodus Project. We hold opposite ideals to Surrey and Nigo. The people on the artificial satellites aren't all unified. Some support the Exodus projects while others oppose it. They say we don't need to prolong our lives or find prosperity, and that way we should accept our fate and perish. Perish? Is humanity in danger if they continue to live on the satellite? Oh yes, just as planet lives lifespan, so does the artificial satellite. The Exodus project came about because some feared the satellite could not support humanity for much longer. Some estimate it will only last another 200 years. 200 years. Whether that's a long time or not, it's all a matter of perspective. The faction I represent thinks that we should simply accept our fate. That surviving is not a future worth sending such young ones to fight for. What he's saying makes sense so far. I was hidden inside Nigo in order to realize the Anti-Exodus faction's goal. My mission was to take over Nigo's body when the time was right and try to persuade you all. When the time was right. What makes now the best time to do it? Oh, I'm ashamed to admit it, but I was supposed to take over this body much earlier. However, Nigo's internal security system was much stronger than I anticipated. At one point, I thought I'd never be able to take over. And it seems I wasn't successful in the previous 100 days iteration. But there was a moment yesterday when Nigo's CPU experienced a large amount of stress. Oh. It must have been when Takimaru whacked him. I seized the opportunity and took over his body. So the fax machine sound was actually you? Yeah, but don't tell anyone, please. So please, there's no need to support this barbaric Exodus project. Stop fighting the invaders and come back to the artificial satellite with me. That's easier said than done. Well, I heard him out at least. But there's still a possibility that this is just Nigo bugging out from hitting his head. How are we supposed to get back to the artificial satellite anyway? Oh, we have an escape pod ready at second to last Defense Academy. It was put there in secret, just like I was hidden away inside Nigo. If you use that, you won't even have to wait for Day 100 to leave for the satellite. Huh. I guess this is all in the realm of possibility. Right? So why not just use the escape and say goodbye to all this fighting? It's an easy decision, isn't it? I can't do that because I have a reason to fight. This time I'm going to protect her to the end. That's what I promised myself. Wait, hold on a minute. If I can go back to the artificial satellite with Nozomi, then I don't really have a reason to fight. But that's not the issue here. If by fighting we can ensure the success of the Exodus project, if there's a chance that we can fulfill humanity's wishes, then I want to see it through. How admirable. But you don't need to support the Pro faction. You've just been brainwashed by them and forced to fight. You're not fighting on your own volition. What? Brainwashed? This is the third time they mentioned brainwashed. Hold on, what are you talking about? Well, here's an example. Gaku Maruko, died yesterday, came from a group home, an orphanage if you will. He had complicated feelings about his upbringings, but he loved his foster siblings. He fought so he could see them again. So what? What if I told you that his memories of his family were tampered with through brainwashing to be better than they were? What if that family was actually just a bunch of low-life scumbags? And he was only brainwashed into thinking that he wanted to see them again. What? The Pro faction successfully conducted research on memory manipulation at Kamakura General Hospital. That technology they created was installed in the school. I think you may have an idea of what I'm talking about here. Yeah, the special treatment I conducted on her is known as Dolmenic Cognitive Reconstruction Therapy.
Huh?
By tinkering with her brainwave frequencies, I can control her memories, thoughts, and emotions. Memories and thoughts? That's... You brainwashed her then. Brainwashed? Well, if you want to put it in terms so simplistic a monkey could understand, then yes.
Hey.
Any memories relating to being an invader has been erased and replaced with a profound hatred for their entire species. Even I'm surprised at just how empty a shell this has left her, though. I guess I got a little carried away. Tee!
Tee, my ass! If you remove that many memories, of course it's going to mess her up!
There's no guarantee that we didn't receive the same treatment as her. Does that mean everything that Goto told me has been the truth? Wait, this is weird. For some reason, my thoughts are getting fuzzy. I shouldn't think about this anymore. I shouldn't ever doubt Saray. Takumi, are you okay? My brain's feeling a little fuzzy. Oh, you poor thing, it's the brainwashing. In addition to implementing a reason for you to fight, you've been brainwashed into fully submitting to Saray's control. What are you talking about? Saray would never do something as barbaric as brainwashing us. That's precisely what he would do. Although I suppose there's no point trying to convince you in your current state. But I have this for you. Goto took out a red pill. Ah, the red pill. This pill can neutralize the effect of the latest brainwashing you underwent. If you have any suspicions that you're not your true self at this moment, take this. It could be the only way for you to regain your free will and defy the powers that be. Saray brainwashed me? There's no way that's possible, but I might be able to prove it by taking this pill. If my feelings towards Saray don't change after taking the pill, that would prove that I was never brainwashed. Take the red pill, decide your destiny! Take it, don't take it. I'll take it. So this is the Matrix. I took the red pill. I took the red pill. Okay, I'll take the pill. I took the pill from Goto and I put it in my mouth. So? Well, I think my stomach feels a little warm, but that's it. That's not what I mean. Has your head stopped being fuzzy now? Oh, it has. I actually feel a little sharper than before. You see, you were brainwashed by Saray to further the Pro Exodus Project faction's cause. Brainwashed, deceived, and manipulated to fight. How do you feel about that statement? Sounds pretty accurate to me. Good. Well, I was glad it had been undone. I suddenly got scared. Because this meant I really had been brainwashed. I really had been tricked into fighting, just like Goto said. Oh, but don't get the wrong idea. This doesn't mean your brainwashing has been completely reversed. What do you mean? I told you that the pill just lessens the effects of your latest brainwashing. You have received brainwashing prior to this. That pills only undid the brainwashing that forced you to be loyal to Saray. Your original brainwashing is probably still in effect. You mean the one that created a reason for me to fight? Yes, the same one that I explained was given to Gaku. Like making you feel that the family you hated was actually important to you, for example. The reasons all of you were giving to fight were twisted by brainwashing. And you're still under that influence. The reason you believe you have to fight we're all put inside your head by the Pro faction. So just like Gaku, the reason I fight, is it possible? She's not actually important to me after all? I've just been made to believe that she is and that I want to fight for her? I can give you more details about your brainwashing if you want. You were all brainwashed as soon as you were brought here using the device in the infirmary. The students from the second campus received theirs when they arrived here. The campus has its own separate brainwashing device. But it's not as if I directly witnessed all of you getting brainwashed here on the first campus. But I have already checked the logs of the device in your infirmary. Would you like to hear the details about the brainwashing they gave you? I think I'll pass. Because if what he says is true, then the reason I fight. If he tells me that what I think he's going to tell me, there's a chance I'll shut down completely. I won't be able to fight or run or even stand anymore. I suppose avoiding the truth is a valid option as well. But your fear suggests that you believe what I'm telling you. Does that mean you'll join me and support the anti-Exodus faction's cause? What should I do? Should I work with Goto and the anti-faction? Another decision! I got 2 questions on the same night. This is a pretty big day. Okay, I'll say yes. Yes, I'm in. I believe you when you say we have also been brainwashed into fighting by Saray. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But what can I do to help? Just going back to the artificial satellite in the escape pod at the second campus, like you ask? Is there anything else I can do? Yes, there is. That's why I approach you first. What I want to ask you to do, is persuade everyone else. Persuade them. Yes, I want you to tell the others the truth, just like I did with you. That you all been brainwashed to fight, and that you don't need to fight anymore. That you should all escape together instead. Alright. I don't mind doing that, but why me? Why don't you just talk to them yourself like you did with me? You'd probably be more believable coming from you anyway. No, that would be too risky. I can't keep sneaking around Sirius back. If I do, he might notice there's something wrong with Nigo and figure out my secret. There is also something else I need to do in the meantime. And what's that? You remember I told you there's an escape pod at the other academy? It will need some fixing up before it's usable. So if you can work on getting the others on board while I'm working on that, then we wouldn't lose any time. An efficient little solution, wouldn't you say? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Thank you. Anyway, here's something to help you persuade them. Oh, the red pills. Give to and me some red pills. And with them, a whole stack of red envelopes. Are these the same as the pill I just took? Yes, give them to anyone who you think you could have received the same more recent brainwashing as you did. Okay, what about these envelopes? You're open-minded, so you believe me. But that won't necessarily be the case with everyone else. If anyone is skeptical, you can hand them the envelope instead. Each one contains background intel about the Special Defense Unit, along with hints about their brainwashing-induced reason to fight. Just hints, why not the full details? You're really asking me what that when we're too scared to ask me the details about your case? Hey. Okay, point taken. Anything too specific could be overwhelming. I suppose there's kindness in holding back. Just so you know, there are 12 envelopes. One for each survivors, including Eva. I put yours in there too if you ever want to learn the full truth about your own brainwashing. Thanks, but I thought I'll have it in me to open it before I get back to the satellite. Anyway, we'll be launching the escape pods in 3 days. Please get everyone on board by then. Oh, okay, so it's gonna be a shorter one, but it's gonna be a lot of decision. Okay, but... What? Good heavens, what was that for? Did you just say 3 days? I know it's rather sudden, but that's as long as I can stay in control of Nigo's body. Past that, I'm back to square one, and you'll lose your chance to escape the artificial satellite. So 3 days is all I can give you. But you can do it. I believe in you. What if I can persuade them all in 3 days? Then you'll be heading back to the satellite with only the members you successfully persuaded. And if you can't convince anyone, you'll be going all alone. You wouldn't want that, would you? No, I wouldn't. I'm sure you already know, but Siri cannot find out about this. Not about my existence, or the fact that you're going around trying to persuade people to leave. He's the embodiment of the Pro-Faction. If he catches us... Just imagine it gives me chills. So I need to persuade everyone in 3 days without Siri finding out. That sounds impossible. But there's no way I'm going back alone and leaving everyone else behind. Sounds like I'm just going to have to make it the impossible possible. Day 35.
Get ready, prepare to be ready to give your...
Okay, I'm gonna go back and check the other options. Yeah, here like this. So day 34 is pretty stretched up. So I'm gonna go back and do... I have a feeling that this is gonna lead to endings already. So I'm gonna do that right away. I'll pass. For all you have to say about Siri, you're pretty sketchy yourself. And there's no telling what that pill will actually do to me if I take it. Those are pretty natural suspicions, don't you think? Well, your argument is quite sound. It's extremely right-minded and super duper reasonable. But Sound's argument won't change the world around you.
Don't think less of me for this. But if you don't have any intention of leaving the Pro-Faction, then I can't let you live. If you're going to blame anything, blame the Pro-Faction's cunning. And your own foolishness.
Okay. So apparently I'm killed by Goto. Day 15. Conspiracy route, a fair point. Yeah, you shouldn't take weird pills that are unlabeled, taken from a weird guy that, for all you know, it's been rambling about. So, 36 endings. Alright, so let's do the other one. Help the anti-Exodus faction. Well, she said it herself. If you don't plan to help the anti-Exodus faction, then I cannot let you live. I'm gonna update the... Okay, I'm gonna rename the... I can't help you. What? Why not? Don't you believe me? No, it makes sense, and normally I would believe you. Then why? I want to believe all this meant something. I want to believe Syria has been supporting us all this time, and that my reason for fighting has just been one big mistake. Clap, 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 clap. So this is her basically giving me a round of applause. Oops. Goto gave me a condescending laugh and a golf clap before speaking. Ah ha 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 ha. Like this. You pass.
Huh?
The anti-Exodus faction, the brainwashing, it was all a complete lie. I told you all about the opposition forces to test your loyalty, Mr. Sumino. You see, there's still a chance that there's a spy among the special defense unit. Seriously? That's all it was? I was less than amused at being tested like this. Well, I'm glad it was all a lie, at least. Truly glad, in fact. Are you really that gullible?
Boys are so slow on the uptake.
So there's no like we just been zapped, and there's no like it just end like that. There's no say, oh, I'm afraid I can't let you live. Bullshit. It's just like tisk tisk tisk. So alright, we got another ending. Number 16, conspiracy route. Just a test? Question mark. It was just a test. Really though? Really though? Okay, so that's only my 37th. I said 38. I'm gonna leave it until I got my 38 ending. Alright. So I will not rest until I get my 38th ending. Day 35. The Exodus Project. The pro and anti-faction. Saray. Goto. The brainwashing. A reason for fighting. A right to run away. There was a lot to think about. But I didn't have the time. Goto said yesterday that the escape pod from second to last Defense Academy will launch in 3 days. That's the day after tomorrow. There's no time to change path or look for other options. I have stayed on the one I decided was right for me. But who do I start with? It can't be just anyone. There's a definite possibility that this decision will make or break this whole plan. I need to choose carefully. The person most likely to hear me out is... So there's another decision right there. Who will you persuade first? Hiroko or Kurara? Oh, okay. Well, Hiroko, I have a feeling she gives a vibe of a rebel, of a loner. That could be a good choice. And then we have Kurara. She owed us one. She still has survivor's guilt from that last encounter when we choose to save her over Gaku. Okay, I'm gonna go with Iriko first, see what happens. Oh, but she talks a lot with Sirei. Oh shit, what if? Maybe I should talk to Iriko first.
Huh.
You're acting a little strange lately, you know that? Strange how? If you haven't noticed anything, then forget it. I'll take care of this myself. Oh, she knows I'm suspicious. Hiroko has been concerned about me before. Come to think of it, perhaps she's already realized there was a chance I've been brainwashed. That's not all.
Ah.
You said your suspicions grew after what Sirei said about brainwashing, right? You mean about me, right? You've been saying something's off about me? Tell me, please, what was that about? Why did you think something was off about me? Oh, that.
Oh.
I'm sorry about that. I was imagining things. Maybe it goes under the same kind of brainwashing as me. Some kind of secondary brainwashing. That would explain why she suddenly took back what she said about me seeing strange and stopped suspecting Sirei. In that case, I better hurry and get her to take the pill. I'm in Iriko's room. What is it you want to talk about so badly? You're creeping me out. Please, just stay cool and hear me out. We don't have to fight anymore. We can just run away. Oh, but I want to fight. If you're not joking, then can I safely assume that you finally lost your mind? I'm not joking, and I'm not crazy. A crazy person wouldn't be aware that they lost their minds anyway. Please, just hear me out. I looked Iriko directly in the eyes. She in turn glared directly back at me. Fine, let's hear it. I relayed everything Goto had told me the day before. She noted that her head was in a daze, just like mine has, so I had her take the pill. Once she did, her mind seemed to become clearer. It seems I have no choice but to believe you. That said, she still appeared reluctant to accept all of it. The anti-Exodus faction are brainwashing to give us a reason to fight. The secondary brainwashing to make us obedient to Sirei, and the escape pod at second to last defense academy. One by one, Iriko came to terms with all these assorted details. And lastly, here. No need to force yourself to read it. I'm just giving you the option. Did you look at the clue about your brainwashing in your envelope? Nah, I got cold feet, and I figure it wasn't really necessary. You pathetic coward! Is what I would like to say, but I'm not looking at mine either. For roughly the same reason. With that, Hiroko tossed the envelope she just received onto her desk. We should start discussing what we're doing, where we're going to do from here. But would you give me a moment alone first? Sure, but why? There's something I need to think about. It shouldn't take long. Go wait for me in your room. Okay. Perhaps Hiroko asked for the moment to think so she could briefly let out her tears. Or maybe she actually did want to see the envelope's contents, but without me there. Whichever the case may be, I did as she asked and headed back to my room. Not even 10 minutes had passed before I heard my doorbell ring. It's open! Hey, that's Sumino! Just wanted to check how you're doing. What are you doing here? Oh, you know perfectly well. Why would you play dumb now? Fine. If you're gonna force me to say it, you were sold out. Sold out? Who would do that, Hiroko? No, I suppose it goes without saying. It's Hiroko. She must have been pretending to believe me and ask for this time to think so she could report me to Sirei. It wouldn't have been too hard for her to pretend to swallow the red pill to trick me either. Damn it! I want to do over. Mulligan! Mulligan! I want a do-over. Okay, so either go is a no. Conspiracy route plans expose, 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 expose. Ending number 17. Okay. Okay, now I'm at 38. Yay! Alright, let's go with Kurara then. Alright, Kurara is probably more, I want to say gullible, but at the same time, like, no, it's the truth. Maybe I should go to Kurara first. She seemed pretty down when I spoke to her yesterday. It's not like her to show her true feelings like that.
Why am I the one who's still alive?
Kurara?
I should have been the one who died.
We don't need to fight anymore. I'll bet Kurara wants to hear those words more than anything else right now. In her state, she'll bound to accept all this craziness about the anti-Exodus faction and the brainwashing pretty much at face value. A twinge of guilt crept into my heart. But my personal feelings were of no concern at that moment.
What do you need to talk about so badly that you come to my room uninvited? If it's a mundane drivel, I'll tear the skin right off your face!
Starting off with a strong note, I see. More important than that, though. I have to come right out and tell her. Kurara, we don't have to fight anymore. We can just run away.
Huh? If this is a joke, it's even more lame than I would expect from you.
I'm serious.
What? And that's supposed to make me believe you?
Please, just hear me out. I looked Kurara directly in the eyes. She in turn glared directly back at me. Dot dot dot.
Tell me everything.
And so I did. I relayed everything Goto had told me the day before. Kurara didn't exhibit any of the day's sensation that I felt. It appeared that her brainwashing was only to instill her reason for fighting. Once she finished listening to my explanation, she spoke in a low murmur. Sorry.
It all sounds pretty far-fetched.
Yeah, I know, but I believe it. I want you to believe it too, if you can. I want you to trust me so we can go back to the artificial satellite together.
But you must understand. As a proud daughter of the old Suzuki clan, I could never run away, no matter the... No, it can't be.
Kurai's expression clouded in over mid-sentence, as if she just realized something. That apprehension seems to stoke my own feelings of guilt, but I press ahead all the same. If your pride as an old Suzuki is what's making you fight, then maybe that's part of the brainwashing they did to you. The real old Suzuki might not be the prominent family that Kurara believed them to be. Or maybe she wasn't even part of the old Suzuki clan as well at all. If her obligation to her family was the foundation of what motivated her to keep fighting, any of that was possible. Here, in case you need it. I was told it contains a clue about your brainwashing.
A clue?
Yeah, this is a straight explanation would be too shocking.
Alright, I'll take a look. Hand it over!
Kurara snatched the envelope from my hand. You're gonna open it?
Of course, naturally I'm scared, but it would be simply miserable living with the possibility of that which I hold most dear being fake. I can't have that haunting me forever. If what's in here can dispel that misery, that's a chance I'll have to take.
You're one tough girl.
Of course. I'm an old Suzuki after all. I will be until I open this envelope anyway.
And with that sharp remark, Kurara opened the envelope. Inside was just a single sheet of paper, which she cast her eyes over intently. Da. What's it say?
It's about my father. It says he died 5 years ago. Sure enough, I have no memory of this. I had no idea he was dead. In fact, I remember him being in fine health right before I came to the school.
So your brainwashing was to make you forget about your father's passing?
Yes, if I'm to trust this note, that seems to be the case. But more than that, my father, Kurama Osuzuki, was head of the Osuzuki clan. If he's dead, then the family is no more. I think we can say that my brainwashing was actually about the state of the Osuzuki family itself. The one thing that's kept me fighting up to this point has been my pride as an Osuzuki. And according to this note, all of that was a lie. My father has been dead for 5 years, and I forgot about the fall of the Osuzuki clan. No, I was made to forget.
About that envelope. Was there anything else in there besides the stuff about your father's passing?
Well, this piece of paper is a copy of his death certificate. The cause of his death was cancer, plain and simple.
I see.
This is a bit too disheartening, isn't it? I imagine the clue would be a little less hard-hitting than something like this. Those anti-Exodus simpletons are painfully straightforward. Their lack of consideration is rather off-putting.
I agree.
Naturally, this doesn't mean that I accept the sheet as the absolute truth. This Goto you told me about could be making it all up. He could be deceiving you and in turn deceiving me as well.
Yeah, that's a possibility too. There's no proof as to whether this brainwashing stuff is true or not. It's really just a matter of choosing who to trust.
I suppose so. Yes, I understand. That's why. That's why I'm choosing to trust you, Takumi.
You are?
I don't like it, but it seems like there's some credibility to what you've told me. If there's a chance we can go home without fighting, I want to hold on to it. I just feel a kind of regret holding me back. If I believe you and choose we stop to fighting and run away, then the others who died, what was the point of their sacrifice? Their deaths would have been in vain, won't they?
Were our friends dead in vain? Yes or no? I mean, both answers are valid, I guess. Oh, one is not a yes, it's just ... I just realized. Okay, I'm gonna say no first. I'm gonna have my head on a stick for this, but they weren't in vain.
Huh? What do you mean? I mean, you're alive because Gaku died, aren't you? So because I'm alive, Gaku's death wasn't in vain? The only purpose for his life was to keep me alive. Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not what I meant.
Then what did you mean? What train of thought derailed you into thinking you could tell me their deaths were anything more than a senseless strategies? If you're just saying whatever you think sounds right to fit the mood, I'll end you here and now.
I'm sorry. That wasn't very considerate of me. But even if my logic doesn't hold up, I still don't want to admit that their deaths were pointless. I don't want them to have died in vain.
I feel the same way. don't want them to have died in vain.
Da da da.
That's why I've decided to keep fighting.
Oh no.
That's the only way I can truly honor their memories. All this talk about their sacrifice allowing us to sneak away to the artificial satellite. About how their spirits live on with us. No matter what, I refuse to talk myself into that kind of self-deception. I'll fight, and I'll win. I'll get through these 100 days, and only then I'll be able to finally say that their deaths weren't in vain. And when I die, I'll be able to look them in the eyes in the afterlife.
But...
No ifs, ands, or buts about it!
I guess I'm gonna have to start fighting as well. Wah! She just punched me in the face.
You don't want their lives to have been wasted either, don't you, Takumi? Then firm up your resolve and get your ass in gear! Stop spewing this hypocrisy! If you really want their deaths to mean something, running away from our responsibilities is the last thing you should be thinking of! Let's fight! Let's win this war! Let's hold on to what we can!
Da da da. You're right. I had failed to persuade Kurata, yet somehow it seems like this wasn't the wrong choice. It felt like we were on the right path after all. Ah! Oh! So Goto zapped us and Kurata as well.
Dear me, you do have a way with words, don't you?
Hey, you're so good at persuading people, eh? Look at that!
But if you're not able to translate them into positive action, they'll never be anything more.
So Goto's gonna kill us whether Conspiracy wrote empty words. Yeah. Empty words! So the correct answer here is ... They weren't in vain. If I had to put the sentiment into words, I could have phrased it that way. If it was only because of our friend's sacrifice that we could now escape. In that sense, their death definitely had meaning. Or something to that effect. But saying that would be insincere, dishonest. They didn't die so that we could be free. They fought to win and died fighting. In the war, they were tricked into joining at that. I couldn't find myself its significance in their deaths. In a sense, their deaths were nothing but the unfortunate result of their being manipulated. That was a much more cold-hearted way of putting it, but it was closer to how I really felt about it.
Don't just stand there with a dopey look on your face! Say something!
Sorry.
Well, I'm glad you didn't give me some half-assed positivity at least.
What do you mean?
Part of me wanted to cling into anything that would gloss over this whole situation. If you'd said something carelessly optimistic, it would have been it would have been way too tempting to get on board with it. But your silence just now let me know it's okay to feel this despair. I'm glad.
I see.
Can you give me 30 minutes to myself?
Sure, but why?
Take a wild guess. I don't want you to see me cry. I'm going to think about how my father is probably dead and the old Suzuki clan with him. And I'll also think about our friends' meaningless deaths while I'm at it.
Right.
When I'm done crying, I'll place my trust in you and we can start thinking about what we can do from here on. I just need a little time.
I understand. Thanks. I waited for Kurara in my room. Her father's gone and her friends died in vain. It's all so horrible that no one would want to believe it, but in spite of all that, she still chose to trust me. She really is one tough girl. Just as the 30 minutes were up, Kurara arrived at my room.
Pardon the way.
Are you okay?
Of course, who do you take me for? Though I guess I should probably drop the smug act from here on out. Now that my father's dead, the proud old Suzuki name has died with him.
I think you can keep it up if you want. Even if the old Suzuki clan is no more, you're still the same proud Kurara old Suzuki as before.
Huh.
What?
Nothing. I was simply impressed you were to offer a few half-decent words of encouragement. I would brace myself for you to rub salt in my room with some insincere inanities.
Don't talk as if I were that kind of psychopath.
Anyway, let's think about what we're going to do from here. The escape pod takes off in 2 days, yes? We need to persuade the others to join us without Siri catching on before then. The more I think about it, the more this seems like a game that's impossible to win.
Yeah, I hear that. There's just not enough time, and keeping things out of Sirei's notice is a tall order too.
If we fail to persuade even one of them, they'll probably go right to Siri and tell them what we're up to. Should we just give up?
Say what?
I'm kidding. Well, half kidding. There's a notable disparity between our goals and the obstacle in our way. Even without Siri keeping an eye on us, 2 days would be a tight window to convince everyone. To start with, we'll need to do something about Siri.
What kind of something?
Who knows? The only thing that comes to mind is smashing him into pieces.
Smashing to pieces. It's not an option, right?
I suppose so. Yes, that might work. At first I thought it would be too dangerous, not to mention against the rules, but desperate times call for desperate measures. And Sirei's rules are a bunch of hogwash anyway.
If we destroy him before we persuade the others, we won't need to worry about anyone blowing our cover if we fail to convince them, right? We can even bring anyone we don't convince to the artificial satellite by force if we have to.
It's more than satisfactory. So what do? The clock's ticking, we need to act fast. I'm more than fine with taking him out, but I'll leave the final choice to you.
Well, in that case, decide your destiny. Are we gonna kill him? Destroy Sirei? I'm gonna be a little bitch. I'm gonna say no. No, I think that's a little too savage.
Nothing can be too savage when it comes to someone who's willing to brainwash people.
I know, but I don't want to give up on the possibility of a more peaceful approach. I just feel like destroying Sirei to stop fighting would come to no good in the end.
You're going to start spouting that soft-hearted drivel now?
Sorry.
That said, it is true that ending things peacefully would be our best option. Alright, we'll come up with another solution. Let's give it some more thought.
Bzz. They're never gonna figure anything out. Nothing occurred to either of us. Nah,
We got nothing.
just let me give it a little more thought. I still didn't want to commit to something as dangerous as destroying Sirei.
You still haven't thought of anything, are you?
I told you we're not destroying Sirei!
Fine, do as you please.
With those parting words, Kurara left the room. Or so I thought. I looked to see Kurara standing stuck still in the open doorway. What happened? Hello! I believe I should be the one asking you two that. Sirei. Well, whatever the case may be, it doesn't change what I need you to do. What I need to do. Bzz. So it's either, if we messed up, we either get destroyed by either Goto or Sirei. That's so funny. Ending number 19. Out of ideas. Yep. Nothing works. 40 endings. Hey, fishing for ending on this route is so, man, like, there's not much in that line, but there's like 8 ending in one spot. Alright, I'm gonna destroy Sirei. Alright, let's destroy Sirei. I don't think we have any other choice.
Fine by me. It's just the kind of a shake-up this place could use. By destroying him won't be a simple matter. Maybe we should take a page out of that lunatic Ato's book. If I recall correctly, he actually managed it in your last timeline, did he? He asked to speak with Sirei alone while the rest of us were sleeping, under the guise of learning how to use Anima. And once he did transform, he immediately used his glass armor to destroy Sirei.
Yeah, and he pulled it off in my previous 100 days. Sirei did blow Ato up when he's made his move, but the Revival-matic brought him back to life. He showed up afterwards, feigning ignorance about the whole incident.
Of course, we'll need to come up with some sort of setup. We'll only get one shot at this.
The problem is, what should that setup be? Sirei is going to be much more cautious of us calling on him now that he was back when Ato did. Uh-oh.
Huh?
Who is it? It's me, Nigo. There's something I would like to talk with you about. May I come in? He said Nigo, but should we assume it's really Goto? Nigo can have come back somehow, can he? What color is the envelope? Oh, what's this now? Some manner of password? Some well-known song lyrics, perhaps. A chill ran down my spine. For whatever reason, Nigo's original personality seems to have reasserted itself. Sorry, just my little joke. The envelope is red, so is the bill.
Hey!
Not funny. So not funny. Well then, pardon the intrusion. Oh, Kurara Suzuki. Does this mean... Yeah, I want her over to our side. We were just planning on how we're going to persuade the others to get on board as well.
So you're Goto. Phew! So it's your fault that my brain is at boiling point right now.
Oh my, I'm sorry. I know all too well that I'm asking the impossible. Let's put that aside. You had something you wanted to talk about? Actually, I only mentioned that as an excuse to come visit you as Nigo. It's entirely possible that someone could have seen me come here, after all. What I really wanted was to come and check on how your efforts were going. I assume Kurara is the only one you've managed to persuade so far. Yeah, so far at least. But what are you doing here? You said you'd be at second to last Defense Academy running maintenance on the escape pod. That should be plenty to keep you busy. Can't you leave the persuading to be? Is the maintenance finished already? Oh, I must have not told you. The escape pod maintenance is all performed remotely. So I'll be here at this school the whole time until departure. By the way, I'm doing maintenance at this very moment. I'll most certainly have to work up until the very last minute to get it done. Oh, okay. Back to the subject of persuading everyone. Do you think you can do it in a day or two? No, at least not if we do everything above board. Above board? Yeah, so we figured destroying Sire might make the job more feasible. You'll destroy him! Convincing everyone without him noticing will be difficult. Frankly, it'll be straight up impossible. That being the case, we thought it might be the best to take Siri out of the equation first. I see, so that's your move. It's such a clever strategy. I'm not sure why I didn't think of it before.
Okay, I just thought of something brilliant.
Something brilliant?
To destroy Sire, we'll need to call him to some place that's deserted at that time. And you're the perfect lump of metal for the job. You can do it for us, Goto. If you tell him after there's an emergency sometime after lights out and ask him to come with you, we'll be able to trap him without any fear of raising suspicion.
That's not a bad idea. Kurara's plan certainly sounded like the most natural approach. Will you do it? Of course! It should really be me taking care of everything, so I'll do whatever I can to help. I swear by the name of the Anti-Exodus faction, I'll make this operation a success. Okay, so this is nighttime.
Hattie, you never know. Well then.
That night, I felt strangely conflicted. I was extremely anxious about our plan, and yet it didn't feel real. We were actually going to destroy Sire. We figured out the plan step by step. Goto, pretending to be Nigo, will soon lead Sire here. He would tell him that something's crazy that happened in the cafeteria and come quickly. When he got there, I would be waiting for him. I would be in my class armor and ready to attack. Kurara would be on standby in an empty classroom nearby, ready to deal with any unforeseen development. Goto would give the signal to attack. Being the closest to Sire, it would be easiest for him to gouge when he left his guard down. It seems like the perfect plan. Other than the fact that I didn't really want to destroy Sire, but I have to set those feelings aside. The door opened. So, what the heck's going on in here? You said there was some emergency in the cafeteria? Oh yes, sir, we have to deal with this very minute or it will completely get out of hand. Really? Because I don't see anything here to deal with. Are you sure you didn't just hear some bugs skittering around or something equally pointless? Suddenly, Goto looked my way. His eyes met mine from my hiding place in the shadows. Now go! And on Goto's mark... Oh my god, we can choose to choke! We can choose to choke! I can't believe that's a decision. We can choose to choke. Alright. Just so I can get an easy ending out of this. Let's do this. Da. Why? I'd committed to this plan, so I have to go through with it. I should have made up my mind a long time ago. But I was frozen, unsure if this was really the right thing to do. Oh, what are you doing here, Sumino? Damn. Wait, you got the wrong idea. We weren't doing anything shady or underhanded. This is, a flash mob. Yeah, that's it. Right, a flash mob. Surprise. Ah, fine. If that's all it is. Phew, saved. You seriously think I would buy that?
Why would you try to get the jump on your beloved commanding officer like this? I have no idea what's going on here. But it's all too clear you two are in too deep to turn back. In which case, I'll gladly throw myself body and soul into taking you on.
That sharp retort from Siri was the last thing I remember. From there, my memories completely and utterly faded clean away. Yeah, basically just he knocked me down and he erased all my memories. Maybe he triggered a bomb. Ending number 20, faltering resolve. Yeah, of course, my resolve was faltering. Okay, so this is still on the night. Look at these many endings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In 2 days. 6 endings in 2 days. And we're still on day 35. We're gonna leave soon. No turning back. I'm sorry. What the? I wonder if it was like this for Eto as well. It was incredibly easy cutting Siri in half. But in the next instant... Beep! Mechanical sound rang out from my chest. I blacked out on the spot alongside a fit of intense pain. Day 36.
Come on, just how long are you going to sleep? Get up already! Eh?
I woke up to Kurara's voice and slowly realized I was back in my room. Did it work?
It sure did. You did splendidly. You split Siri clean in two. Then you activated the bomb in your chest and blew you into bits. The drone carried the pieces to the infirmary, and once you were reassembled, I brought you back here. You spent the night out cold, and now here we are. I've already cleaned up the mess that your blood and Suri's remains left behind, of course.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
But the next step is going to be crucial. Do you remember our plan for today?
Yeah. We're going to meet up with the rest of the team in the cafeteria and try to persuade them to join us. Now that Suri was out of the picture, there wasn't any need to sneak around and talk to them one by one.
I already told the others to meet up in the cafeteria at noon.
It's almost
that time now. We should get going.
I just had to hope it would all work out. And yet, that hope was a frightfully cold and detached one. When Kurara and I arrived at the cafeteria, everyone except Sirei, Goto, and Eto was there. What the hell, you two? You've got some balls getting us all here and then showing up last. Sorry. Never mind that. Just hurry up and tell us what you wanted to talk to us about. Judging from that timid expression of yours, Mr. Sumino, it's something serious. Not to mention that it's so rare for you to be the one to reach out to us, Kurara. Right? I could understand it if it was Takumi making the call.
I simply took a little interest in how my slaves were doing, nothing more.
Who are you calling slaves? Oh wait, where's Sirei and Nigo? You must have called them here too, right?
Nigo is busy with another task, so he's been excused. As for Sirei...
Kurara glanced my way. I took that as my signal to speak. Sirei's not coming. Or rather, he can't. He can't? Is he out of an excursion somewhere? I answered honestly. Last night, I tricked Sirei into meeting me and then destroyed him. Just like Eto did in my previous timeline. Say what? You destroyed him? I understand, it must be hard to believe, but it's the truth.
If you like, I can show you his remain later.
And you? Are you an accomplice to this, Kurara? Wait, hold on! What do you mean you destroyed him? Takumi? Kurara, have you gone crazy? Are you like Eto now? Oh, you must have some reason, right? Well... I told everyone the events of the past 3 days, not holding anything back. Only Hiruko noted that her head was in a daze like mine had been. When I offered her one of the pills, she took it without hesitation. Wait, what? Oh. And lastly here. Each member of the team had their own brainwashing concerning their reason for fighting. I handed all the envelopes with the clues about those reasons, all except Eva, of course. We already knew about all our brainwashing after all. Everyone else reacted to the envelope in different ways. I don't think I'll look at mine. I'll pass as well. I ain't looking either. Feels like I won't be me anymore if I do. Some choose not to look at their envelope, same as me. No, it can't be true. We needn't read more, Kako. But this can't be. It has to be a lie. That's right. I mean, no matter how awful of an existence mine is guaranteed to be, this can't be part of it. Some opened their envelopes and were shocked at the contents. I just don't know what to think of this. It's so shocking. It actually makes me feel less queasy. To think there'd come a day where my soul would be denied like this. Moko da. This isn't a work shoot, is it? And there were those who opened the envelope but were at a loss for how unreal it seemed. Each had their own reaction, but they were all equally confused. I'm sure you all have different thoughts on this. Some of you might not even accept it. But I'm asking you to trust me. I want you to believe what I'm telling you so we can all escape together. The tense silence held like a sheet of thin ice. Sorry, but... Nozomi began to speak, softly treading about that thin ice and forming the first crack. I'm still only half convinced. It sounds so impossible that my reason for fighting was implanted in my mind. I still think it's worth believing in. The only way things can make sense is if I trust that what I know is real. Even so, even if my reason for fighting is a lie, I don't know if that means I should give up. Yeah, because she, basically, she's the only one who's the human. So her convictions are true. Like, she's probably been brainwashed. Like, probably about the father, the research center, something like that. Like the mother, instead of the mother is the uncle. If we give up now, wouldn't everything we've done here become totally meaningless? The fear, the bravery, the battles, how we've learned to care for one another. The sadness at losing our friends. Nozomi, I don't want all that to be in vain. I can't bear to think there was no point to our time here. It was the same as when I persuaded Kurara. Not wanting all our fighting to be pointless, not wanting to think all we've suffered through had been for nothing. I understood Nozomi's feelings painfully well. But because I understood, I knew exactly what to say. Everything we did. Everything we did was pointless or ... I have a feeling that this reached an ending regardless. That's right, it was all pointless. But that's... whether or not it meant anything is something only we can decide. Well, in that case, I don't want it to mean anything.
My life, our lives, aren't lived for the sake of giving meaning to the past. It may be sad, and even unbearable at times, but we should abandon the past for the sake of our future.
When you put it that way... Still, I won't force you. If any of you don't believe me, or if you still want to stay at this school and fight, that's fine too. Do whatever you feel is right. I went on to share the schedule that Goto had prepared beforehand with everyone. Anyone who wants to escape with me, meet at the parking lot at 7 AM tomorrow. We'll take out the school bus to second to last Defense Academy. Apparently there's an escape pod there. ... I will simply do as I am ordered. After a few seconds of silence, Eva, the only one among us with a different perspective, spoke up and looked around. ... No one spoke up after her. But I could tell that not a single one of them wasn't going to show up tomorrow. I didn't have any solid basis for that belief, but I felt it in my gut. The glooming atmosphere of despair that dominated the cafeteria was all the proof I needed. I was the first to leave the cafeteria and escape to my room. No one spoke up to stop me or wanted to hear more details. I somehow felt extremely exhausted. Despite the fact that I did practically nothing and only spoke words I already planned to say. Frump. Collapsed onto my bed as if my battery were completely spent. And just as I was about to let my consciousness slip away... Who is it? It's me, Goto. I'm coming in. I heard from Kurara that you were able to thoroughly convince everyone. Thank you, truly. I'm glad I could count on you. How about on your side? Is the escape pod maintenance going to be finished in time? A cliche twist like the pod breaking down just as we're about to take off is something I can do without. Oh, you needn't worry about that. Leave it all to me. Once you get there, literally all you have to do is push a button to launch. Now we simply have to ride out the rest of the time peacefully until tomorrow. And by the way, about Eva. I'll undo her brainwashing and leave her here on the planet, if that's alright with you. Of course, I'll be sure to do it right so she won't become an issue down the line. That's not the problem. She was originally an enemy, and yet I wouldn't have felt right leaving her brainwashed like that. There may not have been any reason to bring her to the artificial satellite, but that didn't mean we need to kill her. Then this really brings it all to the finish line. I'm really relieved. I thought for sure you'd bring up some more stuff I needed to do. Well, about that. Oh no, I've got a bad feeling about this. I do have one more request to ask of you, but I promise this will be the last one. Let's hear it. When you get to the artificial satellite, I need to apologize to all of you. I'm sure you'll be very angry when you hear what I have done, but I hope you allow me to properly apologize all the same. That depends what you want to apologize for. First and foremost, I should apologize to you personally, Takumi. You see, everything in those red envelopes was a lie. What? For example, the death certificate Kurara found in her envelope. Her father isn't really dead. Well, that is to say, he might be dead, but I don't actually know. I made the whole thing up. Okay, so it kind of makes sense because even Nigo, or Goto, rather, didn't know that they're Futurans. Like, they're clones. The reason why they have implanted memories is because they don't have any past. Whoa, wait a second. You said you saw the brainwashing logs on the machine in the infirmary. Yes, I did in fact see them. From what I could analyze, the most recent processes were to make the recipient more obedient to Suri. That was the nature of what was done to your team, some of you at least. And you were brainwashed, and not much is certain. The red pill taking effect is proof of that. But everything else I told you before, your reason for fighting being distorted by the brainwashing, that was all a fabrication. That was all lies. I created them based on the information I found in your profiles. Why would you do that? To give some credibility to why I told you. To drive you all deep into despair so you would want to stop fighting. I didn't know whether what I was feeling was shock or outrage. But, on the other hand, everything else I told you was completely true. The memory experiment being conducted at Kamakura General Hospital, this school being filled with technology based on that research, that's all undeniable fact. I'm sorry for tricking you, I really am, but I did it for your own good. The guilt from lying to me must have been really gotten to Goto. He went on, talking more than he ever had before. What choice did I have before me? 1. Believe what Goto is saying and forgive him. 2. Believe what Goto is saying but not forgive him. 3. Don't believe what Goto is saying. 4. Give in to anger and destroy Goto. 5. Give up on escaping the artificial satellite. Other than that... But what did those options matter at this point? It's fine. Already come this far, all I could do now was believe and forgive Goto. No, doing that and returning to the artificial satellite was the only way my choices were up to this point would finally pay off. Day 37. Pre-recorded message.
Get prepared to be ready to give your...
Da. Cafeteria. Da. Am I saying a final goodbye to everybody? Goodbye, cafeteria. Goodbye, war room. Goodbye, garage. Goodbye, parking lot. But we're going back here anyway. We're taking the road. Back to the escape pod. And that's the end. Ending number 22. Conspiracy route. Lambs to the slaughter. So I'm at 42 endings. So let's go back here and choose everything we did. Dot. Sorry. This is an email about tickets for the show that I'm doing next month. I knew that I should tell everyone that it had been pointless, but I couldn't say anything. Because I understood how they felt after fighting all this time. On top of that, I didn't want to believe that it was all pointless either. You're staying quiet because you feel the same way, right, Takumi? You don't really want to accept that your reason for fighting is a lie and give up, do you? That's not... No, I know that's it. Otherwise, your face wouldn't look so pained this whole time. You didn't want to expose us to such painful truth, but it was something you had to tell us all the same. That's why it's hurting you so much, isn't it? It's not like... I caught the lie before I couldn't finish it. The lie about it not hurting. About doing what I did or didn't want to do. Because if I was being honest, I didn't want to give up the fight even now. Whether or not all these days up until now meant anything is something we have to decide for ourselves. I think if we wanted to mean something, we should keep fighting. It was only when Nozomi spelled it out like that, I first realized the truth. Those were the words I had wanted to say all along. We should keep fighting. We don't have to run away. It felt like a light was finally shining on the path I should walk. I didn't want to give up.
Oh dear.
Then Goto's gonna press the button and blow all our bombs.
I tried so hard to tell you not to fight. Why wouldn't you listen? How unfortunate. I didn't want to be the one doing the killing, but...
There you go. Conspiracy root liar. Okay. Okay, so this is... Alright, ending number 43. I'm gonna update the title. So what's gonna happen, since I'm getting alarm that my controller is getting low battery, I thought recharging it for the how long that I did was gonna be enough, but apparently